Although, I'm sure if we thought hard and long enough, we'd come up with a reason, wouldn't we? Do me a favor, guys. Email me. You have my email address. I give it to you 80 times a night. But just in case you don't have it, have a pen ready, because I'll give it to you one more. I'll give it to you a couple more times. It's bdhammond45@gmail.com. Let me ask you this: did you really vote? Did you guys? Who voted for Trump? You don't have to leave your name or address. I don't care. Don't matter to me either way. If you did vote for Trump, why? And just out of curiosity, what makes you think he's going to make America great by himself if we're out there doing all the rest of the stuff? Like shooting, killing, assassinating our cops. Believe me, I know not all cops are good. They're not all bad either. But ambushing them like people have been doing is not fair. Not really good. Not a fair fight there. Let's think about that. And Trump is not a good reason to go to prison for the rest of your life, people. Come on now. Is it really? Is his scuttlebutt that he does on Twitter and every place else worth it? Come on now. I know you guys have better things to do with your time than that. Because God knows if I had to sit and listen to Trump every day, I would have my TV off because it would get old quick. And thank God there's other channels I wouldn't really have to listen to it. That's why they have cable. Not that cable's any better. Yeah, I'm glad Trump's finally realized being president is not easy. Not. Should have talked to Obama, the Clintons, the Bushes. They could have told him that. He doesn't listen though, obviously. It's pretty bad when he can make Jimmy Carter mad at him. And you think a man like Jimmy Carter, you'd think somebody hard-headed like Trump would actually pay attention when he talks, but no. He shined him on like he wasn't around, just like he did everybody else. He didn't like Obama either, but didn't stop him from accusing him of stuff he didn't do. Of course, who knows? I wasn't crazy about Obama either, but that's another story. Obama did more with North Korea, but I don't think we'd be in the situation we're in. But Mr. Sanction himself over there, that's the only thing he could come up with. There had to be something, I don't know what. Our military's spread out so thin, I don't think we could fight another war. Not that I'm crazy about that idea either. But we may not have a choice, people. And God knows that's the last thing we need. But the way everybody's going around killing each other, we may not have to worry about it. We all may be dead anyway. Who knows who the hell you're killing or shooting or stabbing? How do you know? Could be a military service person. And if you are, if we have to deploy our military, what are we going to deploy? Scrape the blood up off the floor, maybe? I don't know. I mean, guys got to think about that. I mean, who are they going to put president if they take Trump out? Pence? Well, there you go. I don't know too much about Pence, but I don't know. He spends most of his time defending Trump anyway, so he'd have a real mess to clean up in a very short period of time, most likely. I just wish I could understand what Trump wants to do. I don't get it. But whatever the case may be, whatever the reasons are, he's president. He wants to make it great again. Personally, he can't do it alone. In fact, we'll be lucky if he can get anywhere near it. But needless to say, maybe we can help him. I don't know how, but let's try and find some positive way to help him. Maybe we can get it going. The rest of it's not going to work, guys. And if you're listening out there, just because Houston's underwater does not give you guys the right to go steal from them, loot them, or set their businesses on fire. Don't do it. You will not help the situation if you do. So don't even think about it, people. I know there are people out there that are in need and homeless and jobless. I get it. But that's not the answer either. That's not helping. Did you see the riots in Missouri? Come on, that didn't help either. Look at all they did to Ferguson. How much did that solve, really? That didn't solve a damn thing. If it did, I'd like to know what. Maybe somebody can explain it to me. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I wish I had some idea what to do or what to say to get somebody to pay attention. I try not to be derogatory or rude on here, but I can't do it myself. I could start it, yes. And I got friends that would be glad to join it, I'm sure, if I asked them. We just need to find a positive way to do it. The way everybody else is going about it has not worked yet. I bet you it won't work even now. It hasn't worked in times past, so I don't know, by process of elimination, we've got nothing to lose by trying something positive. I challenged you a couple nights ago to do something, try to get something positive going. Has anybody done it yet? I'd certainly like to know. Because if you have, maybe you can make a difference. Even if it is just in your community or state. It's worth it. It means other states might follow suit. Never know. I know in Texas, when there's disasters, it's a shame they don't come together any other time when there's a disaster, and they're so generous when there's a disaster. But, well, it's a start. People in Texas give to a fault when there's a disaster around. A flood, a tornado, the unlikelihood of a hurricane, or floods. I mean, say there are people around that will. But it takes a disaster to get them to do it. That's the sad part. People, I mean, money's not everything, it does help, but again, if you're only going to come together when there's a disaster or a problem, then we're only got one small segment of the problem solved. Where's the answer to the rest of it? Got to be an answer somewhere. They all just started this big scuttlebutt about guns in schools, but nobody ever followed through with it. Of course, there have been shootings in schools, thank God, lately. There's still the issue, though, out there, sitting in limbo somewhere. How long are we going to let this sit in limbo? I mean, I don't know. I'm not, hey, one day we're all going to die. I guess it leaves it to the generation being taught now. Good thing to leave them. War, blood, guts, guns, and knives. Have fun. Great. If that's the kind of legacy you want to leave your children, and the kind of history you want to leave behind, well, you're the only one, because I don't, not if I can help it. Unfortunately, I don't have much choice, obviously, because I'm sort of outvoted in this case. But I would hope that there are still people out there that have young children in an elementary school or school at least. You don't want that, do you? If you're a mom or a dad, do you really want to see do you want your kids watching you get arrested? Or have your kids visit you in jail? Wait, they don't let you do that anymore, usually. Some do, it depends. I'd hate to see that happen, though. That's really not a place to be. And I guarantee you, you won't think America is great from in there. I don't think. But, hey, maybe some out there knows something I don't. I don't know. So far, nothing else has worked. We might as well try it. I know you guys are probably sick of me and probably will send me bad emails, but that's alright. Maybe we can get a conversation going, because that's all I'm looking for. There's got to be some ideas. I'm sure you guys have time to think of something at some point. Hey, any idea is better than none. There's a thing here a while back, even our mayor went to. There was a protest, but everybody went. Believe it or not, nobody got shot, beat, or stabbed. So I guess it's a good thing. As a start, anyway. And for the mayor to go out and attend it, it had to be something up pretty decent. So if somebody out there had an idea, come on now. Now I know if San Antonio could grow by leaps and bounds like it has, and be so spread out, I can't believe there's nobody else out there that has any ideas. Believe you me, there's got to be something. I don't know right off the top of my head, but I'm sure if I thought long enough I could come up with something. What, I don't know. But I'd help think about it. I'm waiting to see. There's got to be some ideas out there, I don't know what. But right now, I guess we have to wait and see. Right now, people are more apt to help people in Houston. I get that. I don't blame them. I'd like to help Houston, but there's no way for me to do that. Unfortunately, I'm not there. Personally, I don't think you'll get in without a boat anyway, so I wouldn't try it. But you can say a little prayer for them. Hopefully they can fix this mess at some point. But I have a feeling the National Guard will be deployed at some point. Especially if the weather is right and they're going to get rain until Thursday. That's really not going to help. Because it's already flooded now and underwater. Guaranteed it won't help. It will make things 20 times worse. I often wonder if Mother Nature isn't mad at Texas, though. Keeps trying to wash it off the map for some reason. I wonder why. How come it doesn't do it in other states? I mean, it tried to bury Boston in snow one winter, but Boston seemed to have recovered all right. Didn't hear much more about it. I don't understand it. I lived in Missouri for years. Had more snow and ice than I could ever see again in my lifetime. Although I like snow, I can live without the ice, though. Let me tell you. Especially when your power's off for 4 and 5 days at a time. That's even more fun. I can only imagine what Houston's going through. I want to think about it. Hot, humid, no lights, no electricity. Oh, geez. Get ready, people. Our gas prices are going to shoot up, I bet you, after that. You know, depends on how these storms affected the oil companies. If they did any damage there, then I guarantee our gas prices are going to go up a little bit anyway. Of course, I'm sure you guys listen to your local news. They probably told you that. But I do want to get a conversation going. Anybody out there want to talk about this? Let's clunk our heads together. Maybe we'll come up with something. Who knows? Maybe we can help Houston at the same time. I know they need to get their water drained out. They got plenty of it. Maybe they'll share. It's worth a shot, you know. Who knows? There must be a state in drought. They have enough to spare. But that's another story. That's really sad that happened, actually. Needless to stay out of all this, even if hopefully there's no fatalities there in Houston. There's only one in the storm that hit San Antonio, thank God. But that's one too many, actually. That does happen. I hope Houston fares better, but being underwater, I don't know. People are doing the best they can with what they got. And unfortunately, not even the first responders can't respond right now. The water's too deep. There's no way for them to get around. But there are people with boats that have come out that are trying to rescue as many people as they can. And they'll continue to do that, I hope, until the rains come again, which they don't need. I wish there was a way to send that away, but unfortunately I have a feeling that it's not going to happen that easy. But say a little prayer for them. They're going to need it. Actually, they're going to need a miracle, unfortunately. It's pretty sad. Brings back a lot of memories of Hurricane Katrina. You guys remember that one, don't you? That was a disaster too. I remember. I was living in San Antonio at the time, same time like I am now. I remember. Because I took a couple of Katrina people in that were evacuated down here to San Antonio. I should know. That was an elderly couple. I remember it all so well. And it was sad then, and now it's just as sad now. And unfortunately, the coast is in for it again because they're going to get more rain. all